Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff ringing in on just a reasonably sensitive subject, and that is writing for our profession. And this little tidbit video here is specific and unique just to the Department of Criminal Justice faculty, our teams here. And I do want to thank you for the great work that you're doing, because these courses are writing intensive, and the students have to become excellent communicators, both orally, right, and in writing, in order to either gain employment in the industry, survive, and or advance. So the demands on the writing and the accuracy or precision writing in our industry does place demands on us as instructors. And I'm teaching CJ 300 right now, which is a writing intensive course. A lot of structure to it, and grammar is an absolute must, or good grammar, I should say, is an absolute must. That they cannot write conversationally. They need to avoid slang. They need to avoid the I thinks and I feels, the small little opinions without any reference to fact. And even if the rubric does not necessarily provide the best, most analytical tool to alert students to some of these deficits, it is incumbent upon us to call them out when we can't understand what they're writing, or that writing does not reflect the demands of the industry, which is intrinsic to the programmatic vision, as so driven by professionals such as yourself. In other words, you need to write well for the job, simply put, and your writing has to get better. And if it's not, then you need to go to the writing center. So I'm asking each one of you, because I do not micromanage your authority in the classroom, as you well know, and how you grade what you see fit. In this open access environment, it is difficult. There's a lot of reading to do, and a lot of it can be mind-numbing and redundant, and I understand that. But make sure that your feedback is specific to that particular student, and that you are assessing, you're analyzing, observing, and reporting back to the student on the deficits that they have in their writing. Now, naturally, you're going to have students in your courses that are great writers, exemplars from other students. That works. A rising tide does lift all boats in many respects. But you want to encourage and urge and draft or draw relevance, correlation to how important it is for us in our profession to write well. I know it's a lot of work, it requires reading, and you've got to vet, you've got to read each sentence, and you've got to make inline comments into the papers that they're submitting so they know. It's also the evidence that we need to lay on the proverbial table, unless a student says, I was not taught well, I did not understand. And the only evidence that I can provide in order to defend an instructor on their incredible teaching capabilities and what they've done in the classroom is what has been written and left on these papers, and left in the formative rubrics and in the summative comments that are specific to the strengths and the weaknesses of those students. So I want to say thank you for all that you're doing. I know how tiring it can be. I understand that the demands on your time are tremendous, and in this writing-based discipline, we have a lot of work. There's no question about it. And we're here to have your back and support you as much as possible. But I am just asking everyone to heighten their awareness as it relates directly to the writing deficits that we're seeing, but also the flip side of that is also to pay attention and offer personalized, supportive, and engaged feedback to the high performers in the classroom too as well. So thank you for striking that great balance, and if there's anything I can do to help, your feedback has been tremendous on many of these courses. We've been able to make improvements, and we will continue to do so because of the expert opinion and perceptions and observations that you offered. So thank you very much for doing what you're doing, and have a great day, and be safe.